Hello and welcome to Afis Concept TV, where we give you the latest news, gist, and gossips. To all our listeners and subscribers, we say thank you for always tuning in to listen to us. And if you are just joining us, we say welcome to Afis Concept TV. Kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And do not forget to turn on your notification post to be the first person to get notification when we upload them. And now to the news of today, the headline. Breaking: Joe Biden vows to quit 2024 presidential election against Donald Trump on one condition. And now to the main news. Joe Biden vows to quit 2024 presidential election against Donald Trump on one condition. President Joe Biden has finally considered that he would quit the 2024 race for the White House if everyone says we want something else. But the bumbling commander-in-chief, fast developing a reputation for painful public blunders, has insisted that won't happen. At the end of a crunch NATO summit in Washington, D.C. this week, Biden gave a speech where he introduced Ukraine President Zelensky as President Putin. The offensive mix-up quickly elicited gasps from around the room, filled with leaders and press across the globe. Zelensky has been working to protect Ukraine against a brutal onslaught led by Russian dictator Putin for more than 2 years. It marks the latest in a string of blunders. Biden, 81, has been ridiculed for as even his most senior Democratic colleague calls for him to quit. Now, even former President Barack Obama is thought to be maneuvering behind the scenes to get him out of the race. After 8 years of working together as president and second-in-command, Obama has privately expressed concerns about Biden's chances in the 2024 election, CNN reports. Meanwhile, members of the party are reportedly lobbying Obama and senior Democrat Nancy Pelosi to speak up and tell Biden he needs to drop out. Reports surfaced last week of an anonymous document titled "Unburdened by What Has Been the Case of Kamala." Shared amongst Democrats, it lays out a detailed plan for replacing Biden with Vice President Kamala Harris. While speaking at a news conference yesterday, Biden was asked if he would give his blessing to Democratic colleagues if they choose to shift their support to another candidate. The question related to an official selection process for the Democratic presidential candidate, which will be finalized at their August convention. He said, "They are free to do whatever they want. Tomorrow, if all of a sudden I show up at the convention and everyone says we want someone else, that's the democratic process," he admitted. But the president swore it's not going to happen. Despite swelling concerns about Biden's capacity, he is at the moment the only acknowledged candidate and therefore likely to remain the Democratic nominee unless that changes. It would have to change before the convention in August, when the party's official nominee is selected. Thursday's news conference, dubbed the most important of his 52-year political career, was the president's attempt to quash concerns about his ability to run and win again. He spoke to press for around an hour and insisted, "I've got to finish this job," when pressed by reporters. Coming only hours after his Zelensky blunder, his attempts at standing firm may have been overshadowed. He also mixed up Kamala with former President Donald Trump, telling a journalist, "I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be Vice President if she wasn't qualified." Speaking to a huge crowd earlier on Thursday, Biden has said, "Now I want to hand over to the President of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, to President Putin." He tried to quickly course correct, saying, "Going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky, I am so focused on beating Putin," but the damage was done. A group of Biden's closest advisors and aides have reportedly become convinced that he will have to pull out, the New York Times reports. The paper spoke to 3 people briefed on the sensitive issue, who said the group of Biden's colleagues have been trying to come up with ways to convince him to step down. concerns about Biden's mental fitness hit a new level after a poor performance during his first presidential debate against Trump a few weeks ago. In an attempt to salvage his reputation afterwards, he told ABC that only the Lord Almighty could make him pull out of the race. Days ago, he also mistakenly called himself a black woman during a radio interview. The president also appeared to forget the name of Sir Keir Starmer after he became the new UK Prime Minister. CNN spoke to top House Democrats, who dubbed Kamala as much safer alternative for the upcoming November race. One leader of the major Dem group, who is historically skeptical of Harris' capacity for success, said he is in such bad shape, but I've also had conversations with Democrats about her from some key groups that have been skeptical in the past, who believe everyone will rally to her if she is the nominee. For crying out loud, this man is 81 years old. They should rest. Why are these people always wanting to wield power to themselves and they want to die with it? Why? You are 81 years old. Your mental fitness is not there again. You are no longer acting in the capacity that you should as a president. Why not just step down? Why must you remain there? Why? You are 81 years old, for crying out loud. You need to retire and let somebody else do it. My listeners, what do you think? Kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section and do not forget to like, to share and to subscribe to our YouTube channel.